Hello, it's Mark Rogan from O'Neill Real Estate, and this is 6A Longfield Road in Maddington. We have got ourselves a beautifully presented home here. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and everything is just so super easy. Now, that is a security door at the front. I left it open so I didn't have to open it while I'm making the video, but it's got a security door. It also has a beautiful front door. I mean, we're only this far in at the mat that says hello, and it's already a winner. Let's go and see all the winning things that are going on in this place. It is a super practical home, very well presented, freshly painted, fresh and fresh and fresh. I mean, it is all looking so good. We've got hardwood flooring. Well, not hardwood. It looks like hardwood. See, that's the thing. It even got me, as an expert real estate guy, who knows that that is like a hybrid flooring, but it's hard and it looks like wood. So I said hardwood flooring, hardwood look flooring. I would look hard at this and assume that it's still wood. That's how good that wood is. And it is very practical because it's the whole way through the home. And I mean, look, if it tricked me, it'll trick anyone. I mean, I'm not easily tricked. Hey, by the way, I'm just going to give you a quick crash course. You can see the floor plan at markrogan.com.au. I've been standing in this room banging on about it for a while, but let's just call this the living room. This is your main living area. Over here, this is your main bedroom. We also have bedroom number 2, and we have bedroom number 3 down here. We'll go and see them all in a little bit of detail in just a moment. You can check out the measurements and dimensions and all that kind of stuff at markrogan.com.au. This is your kitchen and your meals area, also very nicely set up. It is just easy. Easy. And then straight through there, well, that's outside, and we will see outside when we get outside, but for now we're inside. Oh, the bathroom. That is positioned over here. Super practical in every single way, folks. That's what it's all about here at 6A Longfield Road. And we have this living space that's very versatile in how you can set it up. Check it out for yourself on that floor plan. But I've got to tell you, you can fit stuff in here. You could fit the TV on that wall. You could fit the TV on that wall. And if you go, well, you're making an assumption that I'm going to spend a lot of time watching TV. I'm not making an assumption, but okay. If you're smarter than just watching TV all the time, not that that's what I said you were going to do, you'd fit yourself a thumping big bookshelf on it. So many books for you to show us all how smart you are when you don't even need to do that because you bought 6A Longfield Road in Maddington. We know you're smart. You made a good decision. That is already established. Now, in here, where no doubt you've got books on your bedside tables because you read every night and we just know how smart you are. Well, you could have a TV on that wall as well because let's face it, that's just what's going to happen with this space. And the bedroom is a very good size. You'd fit a king-size bed in here, no worries at all. And if you do have worries and you go, well, real estate guy, I don't know you from a bar of soap. Speaking of bar of soap, we'll get to that when we get to the bathroom. I don't know if you're right. Like you real estate agents, you always say things are big when they're not. Well, okay, granted, some of my less reputable colleagues in the industry have said things are big when they're not, but it's a good sized room. Check it out on the floor plan. A king size bed is 183 centimeters wide. I'll just stand here, which is like you would have a bedside table there. So I'll go from like here, 1, 2, that's already more than 2 meters. And then there's still space over there. So I'm just trying to point out that there is proper space in here. Hey, it is getting hot in here. So you don't have, I mean, look, it is your bedroom. So you can obviously take off all your clothes, or which that's not like a thing I'm suggesting as part of this. It's not seedy real estate guy. I'm just saying that's what happens in bedrooms. We know that. But this is the ceiling fan. So if it's getting hot in here and you don't want to go so far as to remove all items and articles of clothing, you can turn on the fan or the evaporative air conditioning. And if you prefer a summer breeze, well, you've got security screens on as well. So just crack the window a little bit and you've got the breeze coming on through. This is bedroom number 2. Loads of space with that one. Could you fit a king size bed? Look, you get it in there, but not with big bedside tables. See, I'm telling you the facts. You get a double in here, no problems at all, and still have room for, the dressing table, all that kind of jazz. That'll fit in here as well. One thing I mentioned before, if you do find that it's hot in here and you do take off all your clothes, well, I strongly encourage you to close the curtains. And those are brand new window treatments that are on here as well. So we've got new curtains, new fan, new downlights, Fresh paint, like it just doesn't get easier than that, folks. It doesn't get easier. It's ready to go. And it is ready for you to be as exposed as you wish in the confines of your own home. You could sit there reading a book, completely exposed, with the windows open, the curtains drawn. You know, you've got full privacy here. That's what I'm trying to tell you, folks. I don't know why it's kind of turned into this whole conversation about how you make it's gone there, okay? We'll get it back from there. It doesn't have to be about that. But in the comfort of your own home, you should feel comfortable, and I think you'll feel very comfortable here. This is the kitchen. Now, I recommend you at least have an apron on when cooking in here because, well, on that brand new stove, when you're cooking things up, if you get a bit of spitting or a bit of fat that flicks or burns, you know, you want the apron protecting all the important bits and pieces. This kitchen is super practical. We've got plenty of workspace. We've got the brand new oven and cooktop. That's never been used, so that'll be you to break that one in. We have the space there for a fridge, so a nice size fridge recess. You can obviously also put things over here, like you've got some versatility as to how you set all of that up. One other thing I'll point out as well is that there is a tap down there. So that would be for if you wanted to have a fridge on this side and you wanted to have water plumbed into that, or potentially a dishwasher if you wanted to set things up, you know, various different things that you might want to do with this kitchen. All right, so it is a great space for work, and it's also a very attractive backdrop as we peer at the garden through the lucky bamboo. And goodness me, I really do think that that's some lucky bamboo, because it's lucky that you found this place. It is a hard thing to find. Like, there's a little bit on the market from time to time, not a lot, certainly not a lot by historical measures, but a lot of what is out there is quite crap. This is not at all. It's quite delightful, and it's lucky that you found it thanks to the lucky bamboo. And, you know, in fact, if you find it, we might even be able to convince the lucky bamboo to stay. This is the outlook from the kitchen, and we have got other things to see. So let's move on. By the way, that is where your meals area would be. I'm not saying it has to be. You don't have to eat there. I'm just saying that's a good space for a table right there in that section. I think it works really well for that. This is bedroom number 3, similar size to the other one that had the double bed kind of story that we were talking about before. So that would fit in here. Would you fit a queen size? They're 153 centimeters wide. So I reckon you would get a queen size bed in here. But again, check it for yourself. They're 153 centimeters by 204 centimeters. Check that. Find another real estate agent that's dropping facts like that in the middle of a video tour. I don't know that you would hear that from the ones that call small bedrooms big. I'm just giving you the facts. That's what we do. You have the fan in here. And again, the new window treatments. All right, so we are into shower time. Now, this is where I do recommend you take off all your clothes when you're in the shower. If you don't want to, that's fine. Again, you've got your choice. You could have those shower shorts. This is cool. We have the, even if your shower curtain's getting too hot, it can take off all of its clothes because it's sort of like got the, that's cool. Woo! Hello, hello, hello. That is one very, what's the word? Cool. Shower curtain. I've never said cool shower curtain before, but I like that one. That's a good one. All right, so we have the shower, we have the vanity, we have the medicine cabinet right above it. We also have the toilet. That's everything you need to make up a bathroom, folks. We have an opportunity for vanity, we have a place to answer nature's call, and we have a place to take off all your clothes and get nice and clean here in this nice clean home. And the laundry. Again, when you take off all your clothes, to put them in the washing machine, which is highly recommended. In fact, I think it even says in this crazy day and age that we live in, where there's a warning sign on everything, don't wash your clothes in the washing machine whilst still wearing them. It is almost impossible and almost certain to create an injury. So do take off all your clothes if that's the case. The laundry also has some overhead cupboards here. So plenty of room to work with in this space. All right, out the back, we have this patio space that is, well, it's right across the back of the home. So this is a duplex, and the old style duplexes were that in theory, all the land that surrounds them is common area. However, in this case, it is clearly marked on the title that this backyard is for the exclusive use of this lot. And being that it's for the use of this lot, this is what you've got in your lot. You've got a lot to like. You have a lemon tree. I think another lemon tree, possibly a lime tree. We're going to call it a citrus tree to enjoy the tangy delights of whatever is happening to grow on that one. Plenty of room for kids and pets out here. Lots of space to enjoy. You've got that patio that I mentioned before. That's it from this angle. A little garden shed. And the Hills hoist. Because once again, and I recommend this even more so, well, because it would just be weird to take off all your clothes, put them in the washing machine, put them back on, and then try and hang them on the Hills hoist. You'd be wasting so much time. Don't do that. Just hang them out here. Have multiple sets of clothes. It doesn't mean you have to be naked to do it. Like you can be dressed in other clothes, obviously, to make that work. We've gone down that whole narrative based on one song lyric. We didn't need to. But it is, I guess, we've covered it off. It's a nice private place. And it is a nice private backyard too. When you are standing here, all of this, fencing along the side, all screened, all easy, all good looking. And this is everything, folks. We've nearly done the lap. I'll do the final part of the lap, which is to go to the front. And let's open the roller door, automatic roller door here. Like automatic, I pressed the button. I'm holding a button here. That wasn't like I just said it and it opened. So the only manual part is that you have to press the button and then it automatically opens after you press the button. All right, I think that makes a lot of sense. That is everything that's going on here at 6A Longfield Road in Maddington, folks. I think it is a good one. You've got parking here, by the way, just across the front. Room for a trailer, whatever you need to chuck there, park there. Or chuck, you can throw things there as well. I mean, I don't know what you get up to. We have certainly established that. You can get up to whatever you want when it's your place. It's 6A Longfield Road in Maddington. Hopefully that's shown you everything you need to see. If I've missed anything, well, let me know. It's a double brick and tile home. It's beautifully presented. I think that's all you need to know. To see more of it with the floor plan and all that jazz, go to markrogan.com.au. And I mean, you want to see in the meter box? We can do it. There we go. That's the meter box. I think that covers everything. We have done the full lap. markrogan.com.au. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you here fully dressed.